Let's go back over to Max 1 now. It's not producing a lot of lightning at this time, so that's some good news, because the more lightning that we see, that tells us that there's more inflow in this cell. The more inflow, the higher threat there could be a tornado at any moment. But once again, there's no tornado warning issued, and just trying to give you a heads up. When we take a look at the rest of the area, we have a line of storms producing heavy rain, lots of thunder and lightning. There's no severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for all of Central Arkansas and all of the THV11 viewing area, but it's certainly loud out there. We've got lots of heavy rain happening, stretching from Newport, Batesville, Heber Springs, now approaching Conway, Perryville, and there's probably some gusty winds mixed in as well. This is all approaching Little Rock. So to the west of this area, that's where things are going to start to quiet down. So you're done with the threat of severe weather. In Mena, Mount Ida, Daisy. It's just along this line that's now making its way through Hot Springs, into western parts of Saline County, into Perry County, through Conway County, about to enter into Faulkner County, and up through Cleburne County. That's where anywhere east of that line, we still have to be on our guard for the potential. We could see strong, possibly severe thunderstorms that are capable of producing damaging wind gusts, large hail, and yes, even the potential there could be a quick tornado. The latest tornado watch is still in effect for a large chunk of Central Arkansas until 4 a.m. And this may need to be extended into most of East Arkansas just because we have all those dynamics in play. Yes, it's nighttime, but the dynamics of the wind shear can override the so-called cooling effect when it's nighttime. Usually you have daytime heating that really fuels things up. Yes, it's night, but there's still a lot of wind out there, and that's what these storms are feeding off of for the most part. Look at the temperature difference, though. We definitely have the front making its way through at this time. We've got temperatures in the 60s right now. It's 64 in Little Rock, 55 in Russellville, 42 in Fayetteville, and it's in the 20s in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So our highs for the day are happening right now. And these temperatures will come crashing down once this front makes its way through. So don't be deceived, because these 60s are not going to be sticking around very long at all. We are going to see these numbers drop down in a hurry through the course of the morning. But if you're just joining us, once again, just wanted to give you an update on the current situation, because some of you may still be awake and have been wanting an update. And we're watching the potential of still strong to severe thunderstorms continuing primarily from Hot Springs, Perryville, Conway, Little Rock Metro, Sheridan, Arkadelphia, Fordyce, Southeast Arkansas, East Arkansas. Over the next few hours, there's still that window of opportunity. I'm still watching this one cell. It does look suspicious to me. It does have a little appendage. There is some rotation happening at cloud level. There's no severe thunderstorm warning in effect. There's no tornado warning in effect. But if this cell continues to build in strength, and if we see an uptick in the lightning, then I think the National Weather Service will say, okay, we're seeing enough evidence now that we'll have to go with a tornado warning. If it holds together and doesn't strengthen anymore, they won't issue that. But this does have the look of something that if I was living in this area, I probably would just get ready to take those tornado precautions at any moment. So right now, if there's something happening, the clouds are spinning quite a bit. Now just to the south of Belfast, just to the northwest of you folks in the city of Sheridan, about to approach Highway 35, Highway 167. Again, there's no tornado warning in effect, but this does have rotation at cloud level, and they may try to drop its way down to the surface. So there's some roads for you. If you're watching us in these locations, there you see Robertson Road. It looks like we have, of course, Highway 167, a lot of forestry roads in this region. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a track on here just to give you an update on exactly where it's going to go, just in case this cell holds together. And I don't have a reading on the speed right now, but let me go ahead and check what the National Weather Service is saying, how fast this is going. And this is going, it's probably going about 40 miles per hour, I would say. let's see here. It is going, well, it's moving pretty quickly, 60 miles per hour. So just to give you an idea on where this storm is headed, just in case that rotation holds together, we're going to go ahead and put a track on here, and it's going to make its way towards England and southern parts of Pulaski County and extreme eastern parts of Saline County. So if there's still the threat of rotation that may reach its way down to the ground, if there's still a threat, there could be a tornado warning issued. It's going to be for this area. Again, there's no tornado warning that has formally been issued by the National Weather Service. We're just watching rotation with this one cell. It's got me a little concerned. If I was in this area, I'd certainly want to stay alert until this cell passes. So I'm talking to you folks in Redfield, Woodson, Rottaken, and also England. There's the times you need to be alert as we go into the rest of the 3 o'clock hour, getting into the 4 o'clock hour in England. If this cell continues to strengthen, there may be a tornado warning issued for you folks. The rest of the area, we're just looking at showers and thunderstorms, heavy rain, lots of lightning. This will all start to make its way out over the next several hours. So here's what future radar looks like. The morning commute, it's going to be a mess, most likely, at least for the start of the morning commute here into Little Rock. Here is what our future radar is saying. 5 o'clock in the morning, we've got heavy rain, lots of lightning and thunder, and then that continues to cruise its way to the east. So expect a slow go for the commute here in central Arkansas, 5, 6 o'clock. There could be ponding on the roads. Just watch out for that. Maybe even some flash flooding happening, especially for poor drainage areas, low-lying areas, and also those areas right along the interstate that are very flat. Watch out for hydroplaning. I know there's lots of trouble spots, especially on 630 with those events happening. By 7, 8 o'clock, things really start to improve. The severe weather, it's marching its way right along the Mississippi River, entering into Tennessee and Mississippi, and we'll start to dry things out here in central Arkansas pretty rapidly. I think we'll see some sun later today. And if you're traveling to northwest Arkansas, you have to watch out for the potential there could be a burst of snow as the Arctic air really races its way in here from the northwest. There's a light accumulation of snow expected for northwest Arkansas. As you see, the blues, they stay primarily in the Ozarks and maybe get as close as Searcy County and potentially Stone County. Accumulation-wise, a trace, maybe as much as an inch, but really no big deal. The big story is going to be the cold temperatures. We're going to see those numbers drop in a hurry. So let me show you that real quick on what you can expect with the temperatures and also the wind chill, because yes, like I said, it's in the 60s right now, but there you see the numbers just slide down. So that's what's going to feel like as we get into the latter part of this morning into the noon hour. It's going to feel like the 20s. This is going to be certainly a shock to the system when you are going out later this afternoon. So if you're leaving early this morning, pack the heavy winter coat, pack the beanie, pack the gloves in the vehicle, because you will need it as we go into the rest of the day. We are in direct contact with the National Weather Service. They are watching that cell very closely for you folks in Grant County. They're saying they're going to hold off on the tornado warning right now because the rotation is just not maintaining itself. But as you know, supercell thunderstorms, they go through a cycle. They can cycle up and cycle down. And if this is entering an environment that has more potential to cycle up, they will go with a tornado warning. And this cell is all by itself. So it's feeding off the atmosphere. It's warm, it's humid. It's got plenty of room to strengthen if it wants to. It's ahead of the main line. So once again, just a heads up, if you're watching us now in northern parts of Grant County and getting into, I would say, northwestern areas of Jefferson County, southern parts of Pulaski County, and getting into Lonoke County, be on your guard. Watch this cell very closely. I'm going to go ahead and put on, once again, a track with this just in case it continues to strengthen and possibly they have to issue that tornado warning. There it is. Those are the cities that do have that potential. So Cane Creek, Orion, Redfield, Wright, England, Coy, Pettis, and Humnoke. No tornado warning has been issued, but if you're watching us in those locations, just be prepared. This cell is by itself, and it may continue to strengthen, and it may go with a tornado warning. Let's go back over to Storm Track 11. Let's take a deeper dive with this cell now. When we take a look at the rotation, you can certainly see there's some reds, there's some blues, very close to Belfast. So if you're watching us just to the southeast of Belfast, that's where the clouds are spinning like a top, and hopefully the rotation stays in the clouds. Let's take a look at our rotation tool, and where you see those pinpoints of the green, that's where the highest rotation is located within this cell. This is not a tornado warning. This is a cell that could go with a tornado warning. We're just tracking rotation. We're just trying to give you a heads up because it is nighttime, and we want everybody to be safe, and we want everybody to have far enough advance warning just in case this cell decides to go tornadic. That's the only cell that I see at this time that is of the most concern. There might be a little rotation trying to develop in the southern parts of Pulaski County with this little cell here very close to Woodson. So it looks like we have two areas we have to watch now. We got that one area in the southern parts of Pulaski County, and we've got this other area in northern parts of Grant County. So Sheridan, you are out of the danger zone with this cell, but if you are watching us north of Sheridan, just keep an eye on this cell as it makes its way through. Once this cell makes its way through, it'll be quiet for a little bit, but you're not done with the threat of severe weather until this line from Perryville to Hot Springs to Arkadelphia clears your region. You have to stay weather aware for the potential that any storm could produce damaging wind gusts, large hail, lots of lightning, and also the potential there could still be a quick tornado. Along with that, I think we have quite a few people still without power. And if you are watching us and you have friends or family in areas that could have a tornado warning, just make sure that they have advance notice because they might not have charged their phones and their phones might not be working. Of course, when the power's out, they can't watch on TV. So we're going to continue to watch this cell, both of these cells, over the next 15 to 30 minutes. And if we see anything else develop, of course, we will break in on air. And we'll also have a guaranteed update for you at 4 o'clock this morning. Of course, Wake Up Central starts off at 4:30. And we're going to continue to watch these cells make their way across central Arkansas. Once again, that tornado watch is still in effect for a large part of central Arkansas until 4 a.m. It may need to be extended. The severe weather threat continues, I think, until about 7, maybe as late as 8 o'clock in the morning, especially for East Arkansas. So I've got meteorologist Simone Thomas with me here for tonight, and we're going to continue to watch things, and we will continue to provide you with updates.